You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
And now, World Improv Network proudly presents Community Court.
When common decency between two parties cannot solve a dispute, Community Court is there to solve the problem.
All rise for the Most Honorable Judge Kenneth Vicarro.
Oh, all right, everybody. It's a beautiful day outside. I decided to visit one of those food carts. They were making breakfast burritos, and I won't lie, it was really delicious. But I think they put a lot of pork fat in those breakfast burritos, which I was not aware of. Whew, so I might be a little gassy. My apologies beforehand. Okay, well, I don't feel too bad, really, but... Oh, excuse me. Sorry, bailiff.
Yeah, just I have to stand right up here next to the bench, Your Honor.
Yeah, well, there's a fan in my office if you want to go grab that. That's fine.
I believe I'll do that. Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, sure thing. All right, so we got quite a case here today. Sir, your name is Herbert Shedfield, and you've been yelling at the clouds. Is this correct?
Yeah, damn right I have.
Oh, and you're yelling at me now. Okay.
Damn weather.
And we have our plaintiff, Sheldon Brown. You are representing the downtown business district of Denver. Apparently, Mr. Shedfield here has been raising too much of a ruckus and deterring a lot of business from downtown.
Yes, Your Honor. He's very disruptive. He comes, he stands in the street, and he yells upwards at the cloud just all day. People think he's nuts, and business is just declining all over. Eateries, boutiques, salons, the whole nine yards. Ah!
Oh, geez, Louise. Okay, Mr. Shedfield, there's some general courtroom etiquette that I'd like to run by you.
What is it?
Well, one, it's not yelling.
That's all I'm about to do. I am mad as hell.
Okay, well, why are you so upset?
Well, it has to do with the weather. The clouds.
Okay.
I stare at them, they look back at me, and they're being mean.
Well, okay. I don't
like them, and they make faces. Sometimes I see a pig, sometimes I see a scorpion, sometimes I see a lightning bolt coming down to hit me in the face.
Okay, I see.
You see what we're dealing with here, Your Honor.
I do. And do you see these faces? These faces looking back at you, just in the clouds, or sometimes, like if you're looking at a Persian rug, or
off those disgusting buildings that surround downtown Denver, I see the reflections coming off the clouds. Sometimes it's a demon, sometimes it's a scorpion's tail, or even the devil's horns himself.
Oh, all right. And how long has this been going on, Mr. Shedfield?
Years, so many years I can't even count.
It's approximately 4 years, Your Honor.
That sounds right.
I have entered into evidence some security tapes from January of 2010 taken outside of the Lens Crafters.
I'm sorry. This is my baby. And they're there. It's just an angry man upset at the clouds. Shh. Go ahead, Mr. Brown.
Just as I was saying, you can see we have it's the tape itself. I have I think 300,000 hours of Mr. Shedfield just screaming in the middle of the street, and you can clearly see where those who are walking down the street turning when they're roughly a block to 2 blocks away, and completely avoiding all the businesses that Mr. Shedfield is standing in front of.
Oh my God!
Ow!
So from what I understand, Mr. Shedfield, you were actually you were a meteorologist. You were a weatherman at one point. Is this
Yes,
correct?
I was. Matter of fact, I went to the weather school with that Daisy Rainmaker lady. I think you might know who she is. She's famous. She's on that world weather and local news thing.
Yeah, yes, I believe she is the weather girl with the very soothing, calm voice.
Well, doesn't mean I can't be.
Oh.
Well, what are you looking at me for like that, son? Mr. Brown, I don't care about you. I don't care about your buildings. I don't care about the business. These damn clowns need to pay.
What would you have us do to the clouds? What happened? What did the clouds do to you, Mr. Shedfield?
That's personal. It started as a child, but I guess I am in a court of law. I can tell you exactly what it was, Your Honor. When I was 7 years old, I was out to play my championship game in baseball, and it rained us out nonstop for days and days and days. I never got to finish that game, and therefore I never got to know if I was the best player in the city.
Wow. Well, that's so sad. So sad.
Oh, jeez. Sorry.
Your Honor, that was just uncalled for.
Well, did you get that fan or not?
Yeah, it's just not a very big fan, Your Honor.
Well,
I can only, blow wind on one side of my face at a time.
Well, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, this is just too much to handle. Okay. Mr. Shedfield, what do you have to yell at the clouds in this particular spot? Could you not do this from your own residence?
Well, if Mr. Brown would make sure that they wouldn't come over downtown Denver, I would promise I would never scream at the clouds again. As long as it's a sunny, blue sky every single day, 365 days a year till I die over downtown Denver. I promise, Your Honor. I promise. I won't ever yell at them again. I want to be baseball champion.
I want to get something very clear across to you, Mr. Shedfield. The weather is out of our hands. All right, it's out of our control. And you seem to be having a hard time letting go of that. You're having a hard time letting go of this missed opportunity at proving yourself the best. And I can tell you right now, that shot is long gone. You're an old man now. All right, that baseball championship, it's gone and over. All right, and you need to move on. If you want to be somewhere with clear skies all the time, go to Arizona or New Mexico. Go to the Southwest. All right, I'm pretty sure they don't have many clouds at all. And you know what? Hardly any of them are going to be looking back at you. They're going to be moving on. They're going to be moving out west to California or something.
That's where they have spring training every year. That just makes me more paid. I should have been in the major league.
No, you shouldn't, because if you should have, then you'd be there.
That wasn't fair.
Harsh words, Judge.
I even look up sometimes in the clouds and I see the Yankees logo or the Rockies logo staring down at me laughing. So I just yell louder, "Screw you!"
I'm gonna allow for you, Mr. Brown, to have a restraining order placed against Mr. Shedfield so that he cannot be within 500 feet.
I, as a representative for my clients, would like to petition for a lethal restraining order, so that if Mr. Shedfield violates this restraining order, that any of the businesses within the designated area are permitted to execute him with extreme prejudice.
I cannot. I don't have the authority for that, but I'm not saying. I'm not saying no. If you catch my drift.
I don't care anymore. I can't play in the majors. Go ahead and kill me if you want. I don't care.
Is this about baseball? Is that all? I think he just had an aneurysm.
Oh, well, that's very convenient. Well, that makes things a lot easier on me. Thank you, Judge.
Certainly, yeah. It's a lot less paperwork. My gosh, I don't know if anybody's going to miss that guy.
Let's go outside the courtroom live to Wilford Taylor to hear post-trial thoughts from, well, I guess only the plaintiff. Wilford?
Hi, yeah, I'm standing here with Mr. Sheldon Brown, and gosh, the guy just died in the courtroom.
Yes, but I didn't like him at all, so I'm not having any emotional response whatsoever. Aside from glee.
Does that perhaps disturb you? I mean, it's rather cold, sir. I mean, I'm sure somebody in this world cared about this man. There are a couple people that brought him into this world at some point.
Wilford, you didn't have to listen to him every day. He was just a pain in the tuchus. He was loud.
Did you ever reach out to him?
No. He wouldn't let anyone get close to him. All he did was yell. Maybe if Mr. Shedfield had embraced humanity and found a loving, calm center in his heart, he wouldn't have gone the way of the dodo.
Well, he was clearly very upset. I mean, is there nothing that's happened in your life that you have a hard time letting go of? Some.
You know what? Yes, I've had my fair share of troubles. But I don't go impinging on other people's lives, making their quality of life lower. I shove it down, deep down inside, into a cold ball of anger and despair, and I leave it there.
Wow. Well, I pray for you, sir. And I think we should all pray for Mr. Shedfield.
The verdict has been made, and the court of law has spoken. Tune in next week for another fascinating episode of Community Court.
Give the Wincast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Win blog during the commercial break of a crime that needs to be solved during Truth and Justice. Next on KZKO.